What's up, guys? Today I wanted to go over a little bit of Apex today. So we've been trading some funded accounts through Apex for a while now, testing and poking and prodding the systems and how everything works here at Apex. And I want to go over a couple of things here on payouts and accounts, just so everybody's kind of up to speed, and that had kind of a few tiny amount of questions dealing with payouts, thresholds, and 30% rules. Now, I'm gonna go over this real quick. Won't be too extravagant, but right now we have 3 funded accounts right here. Now, this is the end of my trade day today. They're at about $4,500 after today's trade, and that will be day 10 today. So these 3 accounts will have eligibility for a payout coming up tomorrow, because in between the 15th and the 20th is where a payout window is for this month and every month. And there's 2 of those every month, one at the beginning and one at the end. Now, for these accounts, I wanted to go over, and we'll do a live payout tomorrow on these accounts, but a few things I wanted to touch on for minimum requirement and now how not to go over the 30% rule. So these are $100,000 accounts right here, right? So you have this number that says the minimum requirement to request for each period is you must have 103,100, right? So 103,100. So 3,100 above. You need to make 3,100. This is where the 30% rule comes into effect on how much money you should make in a day, right? Because they don't want people YOLOing, right? They want 30% of this number, the 3,100 that they claim. So you want to times that by 0.30. So grab a handy dandy calculator, and we're going to do 3,100 times 0.30, and that's going to give us $930. So on my 100K accounts, for each account, you want to keep your P&L green under $930. Make sense? So that is literally the whole 30% rule. So if you're in here YOLOing, throwing out 10, 15, 30 contracts, whatever your allotted amount is, and then you make a whole bunch and you end up getting 2,930, 12,930, they have an opportunity to deny that payout because you're not adhering to that 30% rule. Same thing, it goes and applies for every single other account. So if you rock in those 50K accounts, you got 2,600, right? So you come back onto the fancy calculator, 2,600 times that 0.30, you're going to get 780. Stick under 780 for the day, right? And continue building those accounts. Now, there's a payout restriction where you can only get paid out so much for the first couple months, which if you come to some of the other data that we got here, I'm trying to cover up the accounts here that I got, so all the account numbers not on the screen. The payout happens to be 100% of $25,000, right? So you got 100% of 25 grand while withdrawing out of your accounts. Then it does a 90-10 split, which is fantastic. Your required days trading to get the max payout, right, on the FAQ is this: after 10 trading days. All right, so if you look right here, I have 9 accumulated. So I am on my 10th today, and that is the first withdrawal on these 3 accounts, right? So you need your minimum met. So I need $3,100 in these, which we have passed. In my max withdraw on a $100,000 account is $2,500. In the example right here, they give you a $50,000 account, which your maximum payout is $2,000. Your minimum is $1,000. I think all minimums have to be $500 now. That might have changed, but now that is for the first, second, and third payout. So after you accumulate 30 days of trade time here, you'll be able to have no maximum payout. So as you're accumulating these accounts, and let's say you have a couple of really good days, you make 930, hit your max on your 3 accounts, right? You hit 930 and you hit her all week for all 5 days, and you times that by 5, and that's going to be 4,650. You got to times it by 3 because we got 5 accounts. You could rip out that 13,000 pretty much $400, 13,950. So when you prove to them that you're not YOLOing, you're trading correctly, which I think is very smart by Apex, and I've had 0 issues with payout and support so far. We're going to do our first big live payout. I have closed out other paid out accounts on minimum which I've gotten paid through in a couple different ones, but this time I wanted to take these accounts a little bit further, explain the 30% rule, and explain what you're looking at per each account and payout time frame. So those little snippets, I decided to just kind of consolidate the video into that, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to trade with Apex, I do have links in the description, and if you sign up through me, message me on Twitter. I'll answer any questions you guys have, technical analysis questions, anything else just to be helpful. So reach out on Twitter. Both of those links are in the description, and happy trading.